I have this 50cc ATV. I'm going to do an oil change on. I'm going to show you guys in 3 minutes how to do an oil change. It's super simple and it's actually really important. People don't do them enough, and these things burn oil, and that's how you seize your engine. So first things first, I want it to be extremely clear which bolt you need to take out. The drain bolts here at the bottom, there's 2 bolts. This is the same for 50s or 125cc's, whatever it is. One comes at an angle like this, and one is completely flush. You want to take out the one that's completely flush. Let me bring you in closer so you can see what I'm talking about. Right here, there's 2 bolts. If you look at it from the side, you're going to see this bolt is completely flush, like coming out like this, and this bolt is kind of at an angle going diagonal. You do not want to touch this bolt. It's a tensioner. Don't touch it. Only this one. It's usually a 17 mil. You loosen it, the oil drains out, you close it back up, fill it up with new oil. It's a 17 mil. They're all 17 mils. Come in with the pan, loosen it up the rest of the way. It's usually better if you warm up the engine before you do this. Not super hot, but just warm it up. Fortunately, I don't have that luxury right now. That's crazy. That engine was running with almost no oil. This is why you do oil changes. What you want to do is measure out 650 mLs if you have a 110 or smaller, or 750 mLs if you have a 125. Just a little 50cc, so we're gonna measure out 650 mLs. It's recommended that you use 10W40. You could go get a liter of it at Canadian Tire for like 10 bucks. Once it's done draining, put the drain plug back on and finger tight, and then a quarter turn. That's more than enough. You don't want to strip that bolt, believe me. On the starboard side of the vehicle, it's going to be the dipstick. You're going to pull this out. If you see, this is where your markings want to be for the oil. You want to make sure you fill it right around to the top. That's a good way to check. It's also where you're going to fill up your oil. Make sure you get all that liquid gold in there. Once you fill it up, you can double check your oil levels, but I'm confident it's where it's supposed to be. And that's how you do an oil change in 3 minutes for any horizontal 50 to 125cc engine. If you need any parts, feel free to check out my website. And if you enjoyed the video, subscribe. It won't cost you anything, I promise. And if you need help with anything else, you can check out my other videos. The link's going to be in the description. Oh, and quickly, I forgot to mention, since I get asked this all the time, there are no oil filters for these models. The horizontal engines have no oil filters, whether it's a 50cc, whether it's a 125cc. If it's a Chinese horizontal engine, there is no oil filters.